Hi, and welcome to my sewing room. My name's Leah, and I'm on week 13 of my second year of my UFO challenge, where I've challenged myself to sew at least 15 minutes a day on my unfinished projects. I had a lot going on this week, not just with my main sewing projects, but with some house projects as well. So I kept it simple and I set my timer for 15 minutes. And when the timer went off, I stopped working on that UFO project. I also did a little something different this time. I set up my camera along with that 15-minute timer and I just let it go. So now I have 15-minute sped-up versions of what I actually did. Even though I was only sewing for 15 minutes a day, I still got a lot done. Not quite enough to put anything on the design wall yet, but I still got some good progress. Let me show you what I got done. On day one, I worked on organizing the fabrics for my Ribbon Star project, the ones that I'd already cut out. I had some 2.5-inch squares, some medium rectangles, and some long rectangles. Enough for 20 sets total. When I first looked at it, I thought I was going to have to cut out more to get enough blocks. But I had cut out enough. I had duplicated some of the prints, but there's enough for 20 blocks. Now I didn't want to use any of the same print in my main blocks, so I made group sets. I took a 2.5-inch square pile, a medium rectangle pile, and a long rectangle pile, and I sorted those into groups. It took me a few minutes, but I came up with some color combos that I liked. This is actually a really fun step for me. I like spending time choosing the color combinations and make sure everything looks balanced. By the end, I had 20 sets ready to go. And I also started cutting a few natural prints for the background. On day 2, I realized I needed more space on my cutting mat to cut out my neutrals. So I used some wonder clips and I clipped my groups together to keep everything organized. That way I could move them out of the way and have more workspace on my cutting mat. I pulled out a pile of my neutral scraps and I spent 15 minutes cutting background fabrics. Day 3 was still all about cutting. Lots and lots of cutting. I'm going for a really scrappy background look, so I used a variety of neutral prints, and I cut a mix of squares and rectangles. At first, I thought I would have all 4 squares of neutral be the same in each block, so I worked on getting 4 of each neutral print. The plan was to have 20 sets of 4 squares, 1 for each block. So that was the goal on my cutting on day 3. But on day 4, I started thinking I wanted the block to have an all scrappy background. Even though this new setup meant I didn't need 4 equal prints of neutral for one block, I still went ahead and stuck with cutting sets of 4 for each print, because eventually I'll need a total of 240 squares, and I don't have 240 different neutral prints. So there'll be lots of duplicates, so it's okay that I cut 4 of each. And when it comes down to it, I'll probably need a little bit more of each print. By the end of my 4th sewing session, I had almost enough squares to start sewing the first part of the block. But I still needed 160 more squares for the outer corners of the block. So going into day 5, I kept on cutting squares. I also finished cutting the neutral rectangles I needed for each block. Partially through, I decided I needed more variety, so I went to my shelf of neutral prints and I grabbed a few mini bolts. Again, I don't have 160 different prints, but I did have enough to add about 8 more neutral prints to the mix. I cut a 2.5-inch strip from each, and then I cut some squares and rectangles from that. I still need to cut more neutrals for the sashing, but I decided I would cut that out later. I wanted to start sewing the blocks. Sometimes I cut everything out at once, and other times I'm just itching to start sewing. What about you? Do you prefer doing all your cutting at first, or do you like to cut and sew as you go? Day 6 was when things got really fun. I started sewing blocks together. Before I took everything to the sewing machine, I lined up my Amy Butler fabrics. Then I pulled out the squares from each grouping and I put them in a pile. When I took the square out of the group, I put the rest of its group in my tray, and I kept those in order. I stacked the next one on top of the other, and by the time I got to the end, the last one was now on top of both piles. So as long as I keep everything in order, all the color combos I picked should stay lined up. I put all my piles of neutrals on another tray. I did not stack them as I wanted to be able to pick from each pile and not use the same print with any set of 4 of the Amy Butler prints. When I take the tray to the sewing machine, I'll pull a print from one group, and then I'll move that group to another empty tray, and then I'll keep doing that over and over until I use all the prints on the first tray. And then I'll start all over, moving the prints from one tray to the empty tray. That should ensure that I don't use all of one print and end up with a pile of the same print to finish up my last few blocks. That took about 5 minutes, and then I moved my camera to the sewing machine for the last 10 minutes. I put my pile of squares on the bed of the sewing machine and my neutrals to the left of the machine. When sewing, I laid out all 4 of the same print to make sure I spread out some of the colorings in the neutrals. I didn't want to have all mostly white in one block, so I made sure I paired it with whites, ivories, and some dabs of color in each set of the main squares. Trying to get a scrappy neutral look does take a little bit longer to sew, as you have to line up each square, and by the time my timer went off, I only had half the stack done. And looking at my tray of neutrals, you can see how I moved each stack over, and I still have quite a few left to use before I get to the end of my piles. On day 7, I finished sewing the pile. My timer did stop right when I had 2 sets left to sew, so I did keep going for a couple more minutes just to finish those up. I also realized I couldn't leave these on the sewing machine as I needed to sew other things. So I took the time to clip the seams and put them back in order, starting from the last sewed to the first. Overall, after adding the few extra minutes to finish sewing the pile and to clip the seams, I added an extra 5 minutes to my sewing session that day. Looking at what's left on my tray of neutrals, I ended up having a perfect amount, and I used each print twice. So that left me with an empty tray to start moving neutrals over to when I get ready to add the squares to the corners of the blocks. I put my pile of squares in the tray, and I looked for a place to keep it safe from any kitties who might want to try some quality control testing before I'm ready. This is Carl making a rare appearance in the sewing room, and he's already showing an interest in what's on that tray. This week was a great reminder that even though you're busy with other things, you can still take 15 minutes and move your other project forward. A lot of this week was prep work and cutting, but taking the time to organize my piles really helped the sewing go a whole lot smoother. And now that I've started assembling blocks, it really feels like this quilt is coming to life. Next week, I plan to keep the momentum going and finish up some of these blocks. I won't be able to sew every day, as I'll be visiting relatives for Easter, but I will bring another project to cut out in case I do have some downtime for myself. Last week I mentioned a little sneak peek of my mini bolt challenge projects, so let's take a look at that real quick. I don't want to give too much away, but this is one of the blocks in my main projects. So you can see I went with a beach umbrella theme for this one. I was hoping to have that mini bolt challenge video ready by the end of this week, but I didn't have as much time as I wanted to work on those scrap leftover projects. But I'm on the home stretch now, so be on the lookout for that video at the end of next week. And thanks so much for following along, and until next time, happy sewing.